Now recording.
Folks, it's one of those weekends, okay? It's one of those weekends where the whole time, the whole like basically 5 minute time warp that is the entire weekend has gone by. And it's just one of those weekends where I meander around, the days go by without me even realizing it. I feel like I would like to be hit by an oncoming train. But folks, I gotta learn, right? Cause something has changed with me fundamentally. The person I was,
Are you
you know,
growing hair in weird places and thinking about girls?
that happened a long time ago. But so the person I was a couple years ago versus the person I am now. Whereas when I was in this kind of funk, I could always go to my performance persona as an escape. Whereas now, perhaps due to maybe some jadedness, due to maybe lack of taking off, or any number of reasons, sometimes when I'm in this state, it feels like I would rather dive into a pool of bleach than do a podcast. But I'm trying my best here because I know I can do it. I know that when I feel this way, all I have to do is just shatter through that glass ceiling, just break right through, and sometimes it results in a real good show. They say that comedians, when they're depressed, some of their best work comes from that. That's same thing with me. So I'm trying to ditch this whole getting too sad to do podcast thing. I gotta get back to old 18-year-old Riley status where that was something I could do no matter what. So, although maybe I feel like I would rather crawl into a hole, I am here. I'm here to do the Moecast with my friend Mo Diggity, and Mo Diggity, he makes it easy. He's an easy to work with guy. Always an entertaining and interesting conversation to be had. And also, bonus, commanding enough radio presence that if I do need to breathe for like 5 minutes, there's about a 99% chance that Mo is on a 30-minute rant anyway. So it works out. Everything works out.
I'll go ahead and take that as a compliment.
I think I actually I admire your ability. Like, as much as we shit on you for like how much you like talk, I admire your ability to do that. And most of the time it is entertaining. I think it just gets frustrating for the people who are performing alongside you sometimes. But I do admire your ability to just like keep going and most of the time be pretty interesting about it. And I think it works out very well on this show. Like, I remember the last time we did this, just the two of us. I was kind of checked out for some of it, but that was okay because you were doing very well, and I was like, let's let this Moecast be a Moecast and just
Oh
let him
yeah.
go.
Well, yeah, like the most of the reason why I even wanted to do a podcast in the first place is just so I can vent all my frustration and bitchiness out. And so far, like I don't think right now I don't think I can live without at least doing a Mocast or at least one podcast. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But yeah, because I have shit that I want to talk about, and it also helps me not shitpost so much on Twitter or X. Excuse me. Oh God, I'm still pissed about that stupid fucking decision. It just looks crappy. And it's just because Elon wants to go back to the past to play those shitty games that suck ass. Enough about that. Because he tried to. No, because he made a company called X that later became PayPal. Like him and the other dude who is like the second fiddle to that, but he gets most of the recognition and credit for PayPal nowadays because he stuck around. And Elon's like, I'm bored of this. I'm going to go do another thing now. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. It helps me shit post on here, and it helps me interact with the normals and with society. So I'm just not going, hey man, fucking politics is fucking bullshit. I can't believe that fucking one political thing or that one big social event happened. I can't believe social events. Rah 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 rah. And I could just shit post on here, and it's fine. So it actually is therapeutic in a way. I'm really glad I have like multiple podcasts also to do that, because I think I've come up with an idea to put content on my channel, because I haven't edited a video in like a couple of weeks, and I meant to. I kind of accidentally didn't do shit. Like I accidentally took a 2 week break from streaming. Didn't mean to. I was just pissed off at my internet company, and apparently I bitched enough, and the problem is fixed. I don't know what, but apparently it's done.
Yeah, you
So
just
yeah,
bitched enough, and they were like, "Yeah, we got you."
I told them I fucking hate you, Optimum. Die in a fire. I regret ever getting with these people and all that shit. Because on their site, when I do a speed test, I'm getting like 300, but like on the other one that shows the server I'm at in Dallas, I'm getting like almost 850, 900, and almost 40 fucking up. So I guess everything's fine now. Whoopie doopie doopie.
There you go.
Uh, I just want what I pay for, because I'm paying $80 a month for good internet. So I want to pay. I want to get the speed at the price I'm fucking paying. You wait till I start making money off all this shit. I'm going to go to fucking AT&T or whoever has fucking fiber internet, like Google Fiber. I really want that, and then it's over. It's all Jover, as the kids say. I'm fucking out off this shitty fucking internet for good, because American internet is fucking trash compared to a lot of first world countries, man. Like I want South Korean speeds. I don't know why we just don't have that now. Oh well.
Oh well.
Anyway, I guess let's start the show, unless you have anything else you want to talk about for your code
Uh,
opening.
no, we can get started.
All right. Well then, a one, a two, a skiddly diddly do. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Moecast. I'm your host, Mo Diggity, and joining me today is Riley, and not Robin, because Robin is doing a Final Fantasy 14 Fan Fest, or maybe it's just a Final Fantasy Fan Fest. I'm not sure which one it is, but she always says 14 after it, so I assume it mostly has something to do with just Final Fantasy 14. Probably all of 14, but all Final Fantasy, but I'm jelly. So say what's up, Riley.
Hey, what's cracking, everybody? Woohoo! Yeah, Moecast. Woo! Oh, yeah! Ah.
Yeah, cowabunga. Yeah, I want to go. I want to, Riley. I really, really want to break out of my shell and actually go to one of these freaking conventions that everyone keeps like jizzing their pantaloons over. It's just that I don't want to deal with people. Like, I have all these nightmare stories. Like, I always hear all these like, I met blank and blank and blank and they were really nice. And then immediately from the same people, I got sicker than I've ever been in my entire life going to that convention, or everyone smelled like cheese. I went to the hotel where most of them were at, and it was just degeneracy and all that stuff. Just like, it was just so bad. And, someone jizzed on a bunch of furries outside of the hotel room. This is an actual story I heard, by the way. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. That's so gross. Like, there's just shit that you should just keep to yourself. Like, maybe don't tell me about the jizzing furries, outside the hotel room. Maybe I don't need to know about that. But whatever, I guess, whatever. Yeah, but oh man, but like the smell. is always like it's the same story. Like, dude, this place smelled like ass. I'll never go to a Magic the Gathering or Pokemon or when MLP. What was the My Little Pony convention?
BronyCon?
BronyCon? Yeah, it's like it's all these horrid stories about like BO and social anxiety and someone caught a case of the no touches or something like that. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like I don't ever want to go to these fucking things. Like I guess I wouldn't mind. I don't want to deal with the bullshit. Like I want to go to a convention. Like I think it used to be different back in my day, maybe, and it's just so different now. Because you never really heard about like SA stories about like, this place smells like a fucking fart box here, man. It's fucking it farts and hot dogs. I'm like, damn, dude, really? Like maybe the culture changed or something. Maybe dudes like me just grew up and stuff. Maybe we just went to the conventions that we wanted to go to, and that was it. Like a convention I always wanted to go to because it was on my bucket list was E3, and then E3 just got worse and worse and worse, and now I'm glad I never went to an E3. Like, but God, man, I guess I supplemented all my convention goings with all the concerts I've been to. Like, I can hear it in my ears because they're constantly ringing 24/7 because I have tinnitus from working in the music industry also and working for venues and shit. But the stories I came out of there was totally worth it, and I really enjoy it. But yeah, man. What are some conventions that you want to go to, Riley?
You know, I guess I don't know a lot of particular ones, or I guess maybe I do, but I don't know anything about them. Like conventions in general just sound cool. I've never been to one. Like I would go to a Comic Con. I mean the Power Rangers conventions, obviously. That we all know. We all know my nerd proclivities. There's Power Morphicon, which I don't know if they do that one anymore. I haven't heard about that one in a while. I know they
Really?
do. I know they do Ranger Stop is one they still do. I think they're doing it in Florida later this year. So maybe if I put away some money, I'll look into it. But I don't know. I think I saw it was like in Orlando later this year, which would not be that hard to get to.
Yeah, that's another reason why I never really went to any conventions because very rarely would they ever show up in like Houston or something. It'd be like in fucking Dallas. And like the thing about Texas, it's kind of like the North in Game of Thrones. You go 100 miles that way, that way, that way. Guess what? You're still in Texas. You're deep in fucking Texas. You know? It's just it's fucking nuts. Like like I guess also I'm not willing to make the fucking traveling arrangements, because it costs so much money to do the traveling arrangements. Then there's the traveling itself. I'm like, dude, I just don't want to freaking do it, man. It's like it's
It's a
like
money
everyone.
sucker for sure if you have to travel for conventions. I know there are conventions that some of my friends want me to go to in like other states, and like while I want to hang out with those people, I find it extremely unlikely that I'm gonna save up money for like a plane ticket plus all the money it would cost to like be at a convention and do things at that convention. Like I think I have a friend who wants me to go to MagFest with her and her friends at some point.
What's
uh
Magfest?
I think, God, I don't know. It's like a nerd convention, I think. I don't really know the details, but it's a nerd thing. And then there's some anime convention I think that Alex wants me to go to with her, which I do definitely want to do that. I want to meet up with Alex because like this is not a knock towards you or anybody else that I work with, Mo. Let me just preface with this. But Alex, I think, is like kind of my sidekick, like my number one. Like I really, I want to continue to make content with her. I think Detour Head is working out really well. Although the views If I were basing it on any real statistics, it's not working out well at all. But I'm very confident in the content, and I definitely want to pursue a further working relationship with her and try to evolve that. And a big step would be if we got to be in the same room and do an episode in the same room. So that's definitely something I want to do soon. And if that were to be paired with going to that convention, it would be a good time probably, but it would require money saving, and I'm bad at that.
All you literally have to do is just like if you really want it that bad, just fucking eat ramen and fucking shells and cheese or mac and cheese if you want.
The thing is,
But
like, here's the
I
I'm
love
not even
shells
in
and
that
cheese
bad of a
myself.
position. The like my mother buys the groceries. I just have like this disease where I have zero impulse control and constantly spend all of my money for no reason on like DoorDash and video games that I never play.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, dude, I totally think that you have a good enough reason to not get the bullshit, man. You should totally fucking go for that because that sounds like it'd be a whole lot of fun. I mean, how bad do you really need DoorDash? You want DoorDash or do you want a freaking great show or convention?
I mean, you're definitely right. I agree with that wholeheartedly. It's been a hard process. It's literally like an addiction. Like I'll make it I'll be like, okay, I'm not gonna spend this money. I'm gonna leave it alone. And then just like something will come over me at some point and I just will spend that money. And I'll feel like shit immediately, but it just happens.
Maybe you should just give your money to your mom or
Like I'm like,
something.
oh, I have $50. I'm not gonna spend it. Oh, what's this? Oh, KFC on the Uber Eats application? Uh, never mind.
You don't even need Uber Eats. Yeah, just delete all the shit. I thought
I
you
did.
deleted all the apps.
See, the thing is, I deleted Uber Eats on my phone. The time I said I deleted it, that was true. But I still had a subscription left, and I was still using it for grocery purposes while it was running out. I still had an Uber One, so I was like, I have a hard time getting to stores because I don't drive. So while I have these benefits, I will continue to order like my soda from 7-Eleven so that I don't have to try to find a ride to the store because I have these discounts anyway. And then I just did not delete it from my iPad, and I fell back in the hole. So that was I rationalized myself into the decision of keeping it on my iPad, which led to me falling down the hole once again. But I did delete it from my iPad also today. So
All right, good, good, good. Yeah, because I totally want you to go to that con, and I want to hear con stories.
oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
what's the convention about?
I mean, I don't know any of the deep details besides that it's an anime convention and that people are going to be cosplaying there. That's about all that I'm aware
Dude,
of.
you'll probably get your dick wet at that fucking thing because they'll like, dude. No, for real. Like, anime chicks will bang anybody because like it's kind of the only places where they can go get laid at. Because just like everyone who likes anime, they're fucking weird. You know, like you wonder why like a super hot chick is like terminally single with like a ton of cats. Ask her what her entertainment preferences are. If she starts saying anime and Real Housewives, like you can stop right there. That's where you go, and then dig into the anime, and then figure out. I was like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm not trying to be misogynist or anything like that. It's just a fact of life, like for real. If you run into a dude and they start talking about like the Roman Empire fell because of this and like if they're really into empires and stuff, they're like the female anime fan equivalent to that type of like loner, kind of borderline, not quite a loser, just you could be if you fall too far to the proverbial left or right. Not to get political or anything, I'm just talking about, use your imagination, I guess.
Now, a detail I have yet to bring up is that there is a possibility that I will be in a cross-dressing Sailor Moon cosplay, do you think that
There you
increases or
go.
decreases
There you
my
go. That
chances?
that will actually no like chicks love it. Like when dudes fucking get into dresses, man. It's fucking weird, but they're into that. I mean, do you like why do you think there's so many people in fucking Scotland? The dudes wear kilts and stuff, and like chicks are super into that. So yeah, I would say like, attempt to get your dick wet, man, and just like go with the flow. Do in this case, this is a win in Rome situation. You should totally like, go for it. I mean, it's like me with
Side quest, get laid.
yeah, no, dude, it's like me at fucking Ren Fair. Like I go to Ren Fair to have a good time, party down, get some ass, and I usually always succeed. And if I don't get ass, I usually get some handy, action or something. I get some action
There
because
you
it's
go.
fun.
There you go.
Yeah, that's why I like Ren Fair. Well, camping at Ren Fair. Ren Fair is kind of boring and super expensive. It's like, hello, look at all the wonderments of everything before modern medicine. Like, oh, okay, cool. So that chick that can do, basic math is getting nailed to a fucking cross or burnt to a stake. Oh, that's nice. Oh, you got a splinter? Oh, nice knowing you. And you're how old? 17? Oh, okay. Oh, look, this 9-year-old just got fucking uh arranged marriage to like another farmer down the road for his 40-year-old son that never got married. Ugh, gross. I think I like the idea of enjoying the fun parts of Ren Fair, but not really wanting to go back to like the Renaissance era. Like, no thanks. I like penicillin and sliced bread.
Renaissance Fair seems like it would be fun. That's definitely one of those things that I've always been like, I would go to that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, dude, totally go to Ren Fair and go camping because camping's where it's at. It's totally fun. And make sure you find out which one is the family campsite where none of the fun happens. You want to go to the regular campsite. That's where all the degeneracy, drugs, alcohol, good fucking mead, just deliciousness.
Fair enough.
Hell yeah.
I would probably hate mead though, because I'm a massive pussy.
No, mead is fucking delicious. It's
Is
like,
it?
yeah, yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it
Like,
tastes like beer. I hate beer.
well, it's beer, but there's like tons of flavors. Like
Okay.
okay, I'll be honest with you. After you knock a few back, at Ren Fair, you're in the party atmosphere.
That's true. Once you
You're
drink
not.
enough, it just turns into water.
Oh
So
yeah, like eventually over time, all alcohol is just water,
that's what happened
unless.
to me the night I had my first like big hangover. I don't know. I think I talked about that on the show when it happens.
Oh
But
yeah, oh yeah.
yeah, I drank a bunch of fucking Four Loco and Mike's Harder Lemonade,
Oh
and then I drank 6 light beers.
yeah. See, don't drink any fucking Four Locos or anything like that. Don't ever like combine energy drinks with alcohol. Like
That's not true
it's
anymore.
fun.
They took the energy drink stuff out because too many people died. It's just an alcohol now.
What the fuck is the point of a Four Loco then?
It's just a brand of alcohol now.
Oh,
They said no more energy drink because it killed too many
yeah,
people.
because people are like, I fucking love Four Loco. Hell yeah, glug glug glug. Why is my heart beating out of my chest? Why did I die? Yeah,
Why am I
yeah.
dead? What
Like,
happened?
God, dude, fucking weak, man. I was gonna bang this trailer trash hussy, but I had to drink fucking Four Loco. Like no, I'm very much for the regulatory system cracking down on that. That's because like those are just needless deaths. Because people aren't drinking, like almost all alcoholics aren't drinking to die. They're drinking because pain, pardon me. They're drinking because pain, get rid of the fucking sorrow, and to party. For fun. Like 90% for fun. Well, no. 50% for fun. The 49% is because I live a sorrowful life and I live a life of regret. So it's almost 50-50. With that 1% being the drinking for suicide.
Thankfully, I'm just not that into alcohol. Like, first of all, it takes I still haven't figured out what exactly it takes to get me drunk. Cause like I I'll drink like a lot and not feel anything. But I know too much was the Four Loko, the Mike Sarter lemonade, and 6 light beers. But I have not found the just enough yet. Like I drank 2 entire bottles in like 10 minutes of Smirnoff Ice Green Apple, and I was like just barely buzzed from
Okay.
2 full bottles.
All right. As an experienced party provert, let me go ahead and fucking give you some like sagely wisdom here.
Is
All
it gonna
right.
be don't drink the fruity bullshit drinks like Smirnoff Ice Green Apple?
Well, but yeah, but in a nicer way. You don't
Okay.
want to drink any of the sugary drinks because one, the sugary stuff is what causes the fucking hangovers. Okay, and there's a good chance you're going to get a hangover with regular ass beer just because there's like some sugar in there. But what you want to do is like just stick with like regular ass beer and fucking down bourbon, whiskey, and vodka. It's delicious, and you'll always
I
have a
can't
good
do it
time.
though. I hate the taste of alcohol. Like to get me to drink, it has to be like drowned in garbage. Like my
Well,
go-to drinks are like twisted tea and Fireball.
Riley, just stop being difficult. Just drink a goddamn beer, or just
I
drink.
hate beer.
Get yourself a
Gross.
regular. No, okay, go get yourself a mixed drink. You can go. All right, here's the thing. Go get Diet Coke and fucking whiskey because like the diet coke it normally won't have any like calories or anything, so you're that junk won't be in your system. You won't feel like shit the next day. Normally they don't have any sugar. Like I'm looking at my drink right here and it says oh fuck, I have the lights off so I can't see. All right, it's very little to no sugar at all. Or if they have Coke Zero, get that, right? So you get the sweets, but you don't get the sugar that causes the sugar crash later on, gives you that fucking shitty headache before you go to bed, and then gives you that hangover the next fucking day. That'll help out a whole lot. And you get to drink good you get to drink non-beer drinks. So that's what I recommend. And twist yourself up a couple of dubers or get yourself a fucking oil pen.
Yeah, that's what I prefer anyway. Like that, I don't drink a lot because I'm high all the time.
Yeah, being
So
high is much more fun and much more preferable than being fucking drunk. Because like regular ass fucking weed consumption has an off switch. I don't recommend doing edibles because like if Snoop Dogg is telling you I don't fuck with edibles because they don't have an off switch where you're just high for like hours and hours and hours. I'm like, dude, I can't fucking handle that shit. It's just too damn strong. It's not fun. Because like the point of like partying is to have fun. If you're suicidal, go talk to a friend or a shrink or something. Don't party if or I guess don't party if you're sad. Maybe you can party if you're sad, but I guess I guess do it by case basis because sometimes partying can be a lot of fun, but no one likes the sad boy at the party. So always remember that.
I mean, yeah, edibles are like a special occurrence. Like I think there's like a couple times where I've like done edibles and gotten like stupid. Like the famous banana split story was when I was on the peach rings. But
Oh,
yeah,
it's
I
just
don't
too
fuck with that shit
much.
too much. Yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah, it's
I
so
think it's
fucking
fun every
strong.
once in a while though.
Yeah, it's just so fucking strong, and like I'm like, dude, I want to come down in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Okay, I don't want this like 6, 7, 8 hour fucking high where in the middle of it I'm like, oh fuck, man, I'm too high, and then I start having panic attacks because I've never had a good time on edibles. Like I've tried them like a few times. Like, dude, this fucking shit sucks. I can't do it. Just like give me a fucking bong or a fucking pipe. I'm ready to rock and roll.
This
But
edible ain't shit.
yeah, what's up, Demi? How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you guys?
Pretty good, pretty good. Right now, we're just talking about like conventions or going to conventions and partying. And I'm trying to sell Riley on the idea of if he's in a social bar situation, if you don't want to drink beer, just get yourself some like Diet Coke or Coke Zero and some like whiskey or some sort of liquor, and you'll have a better time.
I heard
as
you say,
opposed to a sugary beverage.
I heard you
What?
say
What?
going to parties when you're like depressed or like down is like a really bad idea. Uh,
Sometimes.
I just want to say, like, I wholeheartedly agree. I've had like horrible experiences doing that sort of thing. Putting
Well,
yourself
yeah,
in like a social situation with like a shit ton of other people when you're like feeling super down is going to be, at least for someone like me with like of like a normal human amount of social anxiety, it can be very difficult and a very stressful situation. There's all these feelings of obligation and these feelings of like maybe not necessarily failure, but like you're not getting what you want to get out of it just because you're hindered by your sadness and whatnot. You're not good
yeah.
exactly if you're not exactly the life of the party and you're kind of just sitting around hoping that things go your way, it's not gonna go
Yeah,
super well. You have to be super assertive, and being depressed makes being assertive really hard.
yeah, like once you're struggling to put on that fucking smile, or you get upset by like the fourth person asking you, "Hey, buddy, what's wrong?" I'm like, "Fuck, man. All right, my fucking cat died. I don't know what to tell you, bro." Like, I don't want to be the Debbie Downer at the party, but the other thing is, you sort of like putting all that shit also on yourself, and then it turns out like the few days later, no one expected that of you at all, bro. It was just you. I was like, oh fuck, man. So I ruined the party for me. Like I ruined some parties for me, like several times just because of that, and it's a fucking bummer. But I have more better party stories than I do shitty party experiences.
I
Unless you're
haven't been
like
to.
unless you're like a hot girl that a bunch of people want to take advantage of, then go to a party as sad as you can be.
Oh yeah,
You'll be surrounded.
you'll be surrounded by hot chicks and dudes who are like, "Oh, I feel bad. Hey, you want to touch my penis?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
The
you
thing
were saying,
is,
Riley.
I don't. I haven't been to a lot of parties in general. I've only really been to like a couple my whole life. But
Give it
just I
time.
guess like social situations and like hanging out with people in general. I have this weird like paradoxical view on it where like I have this level of social anxiety and I do get like nervous. But then like once that barrier breaks, social interaction is what I fucking live for. It's really weird. Like
Yeah,
I am like a textbook extrovert. Like I do obtain energy from interacting with people, but the thing is I have to break that initial barrier every time. I have this weird
yeah.
inherent nervousness. But then once I break through that, it's fine. Like I think the best example was I went to birthday party. I believe I talked about this when it happened a couple years ago on the Moecast. But I went to a birthday party of somebody I used to go to high school with. This was I was still in high school at the time, but it was my senior year, and I was in a different school for junior and senior year. And somebody from my old high school invited me to their birthday party, and I saw like all the people from that school that I had not seen in like 2 years, and for like half of the party it was like the most like awkward. I was like so like nervous and stiff because I like didn't I felt like I didn't know these people anymore. I was like, what the fuck, man? I haven't seen any of these people in years. And it's weird because they used to be in my life like every day. And it's weird to like walk into that situation again after years away and be like, wow, I feel like these people are strangers, even though I fucking grew up with them for 5 years. But eventually that barrier broke down, and I started actually interacting like not a nervous shit. And I ended up having a pretty good time, I think. So it's that's my situation.
Yeah, you really do have to put forth parties aren't for everyone, and social situations aren't for everyone either. But you kind of have to a few times in your life put yourself in those situations just to see if you can do it or not. Because after you crack that shell and that awkwardness, if everything's good, then you're going to have a good time. But if you can't do it after like 2 or 3 tries, then parties aren't for you. Go back to Discord in the chat, in which I'm super into nowadays because of lockdowns and COVID and shit. Man, I'm all about like just staying in my room and just like putting up the cross fingers that like it's a bunch
Well,
of
COVID
fucking
isn't real
vampires.
anymore.
No, I know, but like, dude, I'm telling you, man, fucking lockdown kind of fucked me up. I don't want to really go outside too much anymore. I don't want to like deal with society. Like, dude, sometimes I have panic attacks now just walking over to the fucking little convenience store, literally right across the road from me, because I feel like the whole world is watching me. Like there's a fucking giant eye in the fucking sky, fucking bearing down on me. It's not that's going to judge me, but I also have a freak out where like, well, I'm just going to be walking and then all of a sudden it's like I'm just going to get fucking Thanos snapped out of fucking
What are
existence,
you smoking, bro? We need some of that shit in Wisconsin.
Oh, dude, dude, like the good shit now because I ain't smoking swag anymore. But like no, I've been like chilling on the smoking lately just be so I can see whether or not that is exacerbating my issues, and it turns out no, not really. I mean, it doesn't do me any extra favors when I'm high and I have like a social anxiety attack. Like, because those are bad because like now you're fucked up and you're having a panic attack. Whereas if you're like having a panic attack, you're just like rushing into the store to make sure that it goes away. And after a few minutes, it goes away. I'm like, oh, okay, thank fucking Christ. And, it freaks me out. And yeah, man, like ever since that one I had in that HEB, and then I doubled over coughing, and not a fucking single person fucking looked at like a bunch of people looked at me, and then they're like, and then yeah, like yeah, just go ahead and give me that chili up there. Oh, she put 3 fingers up my ass. I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice. Like, hello, I'm fucking choking to death here. Help me. Like, no one gave a fucking shit. So that kind of stuck in my craw a little bit. So now I'm kind of freaked out at society. Like, they like I think that if there's something wrong, it's going to be like in New York City every once in a while. You'll see like, oh, like someone fell on the fucking subway tracks and got ran over. And all you see is like a crowd of like 30, 40 fucking people with their phones out recording. And not a goddamn one go, hey, take my fucking hand. If that freaks me the fuck out. I also consume way too much fucking like social media and politics and social news and shit. So I've been like really ramping a lot of that down. My block term list is godly. You have no idea. It's like a mile fucking long at this point.
I've always thought the blocked term list was pussy shit. I don't have anything on my blocked term list.
No, develop a fucking block terms list. You will breathe better. You will enjoy social media more.
Honestly, yeah.
I think I just don't care about anything. That might be why it doesn't matter for me.
Just like block the words like pedophile and like the hard R N word in your Twitter feed will be like way less toxic.
Yeah,
no, but those things make me laugh.
That's true.
Well, here's the thing. Well, the problem is like I used to think that. Now I have like Joe Biden, Trump, COVID, and all this shit, and it's still like getting through the fucking filters. I've noticed that they're like mostly effective instead of 100% effective. Japan, I just read a few couple of days ago, they're developing a social media app, and one of their big disclaimers is please don't bring your leave your Twitter culture at the door. And they explain, look, you have this and this. Please don't feel obligated to respond to something that you hate. And they're trying to push the most of the East and most of the West out, because like if they go just have some personal responsibility and use your block terms wisely, you think that people would enjoy the social media experience more, and
Oh,
so
shit,
they're trying to have that.
Something just came up. I gotta get out of here. I'll talk to you guys later.
Shut the fuck up, Demigloom.
What's up, Kang? How you doing, buddy?
Pretty fucking good, my guy.
Good.
Oh, it's Kang. What a lovely surprise. My old pal.
See, it's like whenever I come in for Demigloom, it's just like she hears like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure music start playing.
No, I hear like Imperial March start playing.
What
You're
is
just
your
like-
what is your hate boner for you hang out with fucking Kathy. What is your hate boner for Kang? He's an
Well,
innocent
think of it-
boy.
I'm trying to be less of like a bitter and hateful person. But like genuinely, like I just don't like have any good reason that like I get along with Kang. With Kathy and Jason, in spite of like all the things that they say and believe in that I think are like fucking evil and disgusting, they have like qualities that I can relate to and like enjoy interacting with and create like an interesting character dynamic. Me and Kang, like I can listen to
You've
Kang on
talked
the
to
Moecast.
Kang like twice. You don't know this.
I've talked to him like 4 or 5 times total. But like I can listen to Kang on the Moecast like no problem. Like it's not like I hate the guy. It's just like him and I just like there's like no good conversation to be had. Especially and I'm obviously I'm also bitter and salty about some of his political opinions. But that's neither here nor there. Actually,
Well, I
that's
mean, like-
literally here, but
Keep in mind though, they're opinions. Sure, like no one's gonna agree, disagree, like fucking whole
Yeah,
9 fucking
opinions-
yards, but
opinions that justify cultural genocide. I mean, I don't really care if it's an opinion. But again, I'm not here to have a political debate. I'm sorry.
so Mo,
So,
what's going
parties.
on?
Oh well, yeah. We were talking. Yeah, we were talking about like parties and breaking out of your shell and not being socially awkward. I started talking about like having my random ass panic attacks, going to like the little store across the road because lockdowns and COVID didn't really do me any favors, and now I'm like weirded out and fucked up a little bit. And I was going to say I do just need to go to the doctor and just get on some fucking pills, because like I used to be the whole the guy going, I don't need pills, blah 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 blah, pharmaceuticals, blah blah blah, evil. Like no. Then I got on some pills and they fucking worked. Then my insurance ran out and I couldn't renew anything because I had no gerb. And so, like, oh yeah,
Hey,
I
your gerbs.
no, I got fired. I quit my gerb. No one took my gerb. I quit my gerb. That's what happened. So I'm going to have to put my best foot forward and just get, with the doctor and just go, hey, I'm fucked up. Can you give me unfuck up pills, please? That's what I need.
Understandable.
I mean, I am on antidepressants, so it's kind of
I just don't want to be a zombie.
It's
That's
an
my thing.
uphill battle. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah,
That
I
sort of
know.
medication. It's like the first one is probably not going to be perfect for you. You're probably going to take it for a while and realize that it's not the perfect match for you, and then take note of like what was good about it and what was bad about it, and then try another thing. Like it's going to take a long time before you can find something. At least statistically, it's probably going to take a long time before you find something that works out super well for you.
Oh yeah,
It's definitely a journey.
I've been through that process before.
It's a journey, man.
No, it is actually it is
adventure.
it is a journey. Like because they had me on a couple at first. One just did not work, and it just nothing there. The second one barely worked, and then gave me insomnia, and I couldn't fucking sleep. And I'm like,
That
hey,
happens.
I fucking hated that shit. The third one really worked, killed like a lot of my drives, and I won't really go into what I mean by drive too much.
We all know about the drive and power.
Oh, dude, it's like pretty bad. I did not expect that. But I was also, then I became depressed about that. And I'm like, well, fuck, man. Like, I want to get with a chick, like, what am I going to, like, tell her? Like, oh, I'm on antidepressants, it's just nothing's happening.
That's a hard conversation.
That's fucking
sucks.
tough. And I hate talking about that because it makes me feel fucking bad because, yeah. But and if I forgot to take them at one point in time, or if I stayed up too late, I start getting fucking brain zaps. And I actually talked to Asterios about that when he was active in his Discord and I was more active in there, because he was on the same antidepressants I was. And we started talking about it, I was like, dude, do you ever get fucking brain zaps? We're like, dude, it fucking sucks. And like, we went back and forth for a couple hours talking about like our antidepressant experiences.
Do you remember which antidepressants they were, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm trying to remember, but it's been like ages. It's been about 3.5 years since it was before COVID, about 2019. And then there's getting off of antidepressants, which the last time I did that was just such a fucking awful experience. My journey off of antidepressants is every single early 90s grunge song. That's just like the most saddest. Like it's every it was
Oh
every
my
sad
God.
Pearl Jam and Alice in Chains fucking song. Like just stick the needle in me, give me like 5 Kurt Cobain fucking specials worth amounts worth of fucking H, dude. Slam it in my fucking veins. Let me shuffle loose this mortal coil. It was that fucking bad. So because of that, I'm like, dude, I don't know if I can fucking do this anymore. I don't know if I can do antidepressants again if it's that hard to fucking get off of them, because I don't like being depressed, man, because depression just
It's not
it
fun.
oh no, it's like the obviously the opposite of fun. And it's just like 8 fucking days and weeks and months and even I think a few years of my life, because from 2016 to 2000, like maybe 19, maybe 20, it's just a fucking sort of an amalgamation of just fucking sad and depressing and just not making it. And you're doing all these things. Hey, you got your own place. Hey, you're even in better place in a bigger city. And it's just like fucking why? I saw a meme a couple of days ago where it's like the brain with like the happy face, like, there's been a lot of happy. I don't like it. And he goes to the fucking big red random sadness button and slams his fucking fist into it. That's how I fucking deal with my random sadness, man. Like I'm afraid to be happy just because I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Dude, it's like you're trying to be happy, and then like you have your multiple good days, and then some bullshit decides to fucking happen, and
Yeah. On the bright side, when bullshit happens, it's like a fucking suit of impenetrable armor and you can deal with it much easy. Like, my mom was in the hospital for a few days last week. She's recovered now. Had a really bad UTI. She was taking, this, colored medication. It was like blue or some shit, like the color coding of like the ibuprofen or something that she was taking. It might have even been a store brand, but she was just gobbling that shit down because she ran out of regular pain pills, and she got lazy and didn't want to go to the doctor and re-up her pain med prescription, right?
right.
And she got a real bad fucking UTI and like fucking shut down, had to get a fucking wheelchair to the hospital. And so, and this does have a happy ending. She's fucking fine. It also turns out she was also not taking her diabetes medications, so like that in combination with that shitty pill, didn't help things. But yeah. So like, and when that happened, I was like, oh, okay, all right, gotta deal with it. And I fucking powered through it like a fucking champ. I had a positive attitude, didn't let it get to me. I was a little worried, but I ain't let the worry dominate my fucking time, because if I worry too much, the sadness comes back and then I'm not getting anything done. Like, sadness is why I hadn't streamed for 2 weeks until like the last couple of days for like no reason whatsoever. Just like, hey, random 2 week content creation break for absolutely no reason. Like, why? Fuck you. That's why. Like, ouch.
I mean, to be fair, you did make content. You made this show. You were on the issue crew. Like you weren't you didn't
Well, yeah.
exodus from the internet entirely or anything.
Well, yeah, but I always beat myself up if I don't at least attempt to open up fucking Sony Vegas or fucking like a Premiere Pro to at least look like and feel like I'm doing something. It happened because uh I was updating my shit and it gave me the blue screen of death because something happened, I guess. Maybe too many programs were running, and I had to shut my computer down. Everything's fine, obviously, now, but I forgot to save the video that I fucking edited my ass off, and I just didn't want to do the work again for the vid. And now it's like weeks late, and all the fucking information's irrelevant and outdated. So now I can't fucking put it out anymore. So but I do have an idea of what to do next. I think that my channel is going to go to a nice little direction. It's something I've always wanted to do.
Oh, you got secret projects, huh?
But not quite secret. I'll go ahead and just lay it on y'all now. You know how like Trixie and all of them they love to do the oh fuck what's the word for it where it's like a 45-minute fucking video essay, a video essay. Yeah, like I want to do video essays of like old school fucking games and stuff, and maybe movies too, because like maybe
You and
most I
7 million other people.
Well, see, like stop! Don't tell me that.
Riley just dropped the video essay, by the way.
Well, like, because I would love to do one on like the OG fucking the first 3 Castlevania games, because I think I have something fun to say about that. Because everyone always shits on Castlevania 2, because it's so hard, artificial difficulty. Like, no, it's not.
What a
so
terrible
much...
night to have a curse.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite fucking Castlevania games, and it really just boils down to like a lot of people who have that about that game. Like, no, you're not like paying attention to enemy movement. Like, you should ask yourself, why is the knight not coming the 2 blocks over to me, right? That's because if you use your holy water and you throw shit around, you'll see that it goes through there. Oh, they're false blocks. Maybe I should jump over them to get to my goal. You know, and like and people just these are like old boomers like me and like James Rolfe AVGN who played these games. A lot of those people who were like complaining about that, like, nah, you just didn't have any patience and you didn't think ahead. You didn't learn from your mistakes, And I'd love to do like videos about old school games like that because I think I'd have fun doing that.
You could call yourself the Mad Video Game Geek.
Oh God, no! It's just gonna be Moe Gaming. I'm not. The dark side, the downside of rebranding your name is now everyone's like, "Who the fuck are you?" It's like, "Oh, it's me, Moe." Like I kept the Moe in the name, like you figured, and the same avatar that I've had since fucking day one. No, not true. Since 2 months after, because it used to be a minion eye, because this used to be called Moe Diggity's Minions before it was called Moe's Isley Cantina. And because my mom was influencing me, because she was like, she gave me, like, dude, when I was living in San Antonio, my shit was decked out with a bunch of Minions crap. And then my female roommate was like, I love all this stuff. It's like my life is darkness and sad, and I can't fucking deal with it. Do you want all this Minion stuff? Yay! Like, so I gave all my Minion crap to my friend. It's like I just can't do I can't do that. But no, I've got my own shit now. Now that I have my WoW flags, my Horde and Alliance flags, and I have my Nuka-Cola blanket on my wall, and my Beavis the Butthead Gadsden flag knockoff, which I fucking absolutely love. It's my I think it's my favorite flag ever. For those of you who can't really see it, it's just
which
Beavis.
Is everyone.
Yeah, it's
much.
Beavis doing the cornholio thing with his shirt over his head with like 2 guns, and he's got the Gadsden flag snake body, and it just says, instead of "Don't tread on me" or "Come and take it," it says, "Are you threatening me?" I fucking love it.
Honestly, not even like the Mad Video Game Geek. Call yourself Moser Fist.
Moser Fist, oh Jesus.
The Nostalgia Critic.
Nostalgia Critic, Jesus.
Oh god.
Riley,
The
stop trying to come up
Mojaholic.
with like completely unrelated video titles that are slightly funny.
What are you talking about?
That sounds like it sounds like an episode title for the Moecast.
I guess it does. I didn't even think about that.
He's the man, the myth,
I was
the
gonna
legend.
say Nostalgia Critiquer, but then Kang said Moser Fist, so I built on with that with the Nostalgia Critic.
Okay, what's another word for critic?
Reviewer.
The
Whiny little
hindsight
bitch.
reviewer.
Captain, is there a Captain Hindsight YouTuber? Maybe I could be Captain Hindsight.
I just got one. The Mojaholic.
The Mojaholic?
That's stupid.
Oh, that's
really
another play
This is why
on
I don't like
Razor
Kang.
Fist.
I don't understand. Like, I could just like say like, I had Subway this morning, and Kang would be like, like just like laugh so hard.
All right, let's not do that. Let's just chill. All right. Anywho, yeah. I like because I really don't like. I've tried React content. It's like, dude, this is kind of cool, but also I don't have enough all the time in the tank to make a good React video where I'm not being like an XQC bitch about it and just like taking a shit while letting the fucking Dark Knight run on my fucking stream and all that after I sign up for $100 million fucking deal and make the whole fucking platform look fucking bad.
That was so funny when he did that. He
It was
streamed. He
funny.
just like streamed like Breaking Bad. Like just basically just had a watch party on Kick of Breaking Bad and then The Dark Knight.
Like, dude, like hundreds of fucking streamers on fucking Twitch got into a bunch of shit because those idiots were just live streaming whole ass episodes and seasons of Hell's Kitchen. I'm like, dude, you guys need to fucking stop that. Like, I get fucking dinged for playing a Metallica song, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Metallica is some of like the most copyrighted music ever.
Well, yeah, but you figure
That shit
like
is
Hell's
owned by like Bill Gates.
Probably. I don't know. Like I just think it's like unfair that like people can just play like whole seasons of shit and maybe they might get a finger wag from insert platform here. But I play fucking 5 seconds of fucking battery off of Master of Puppets. So I'm like, we need to talk about your future on this platform. Like, dude, you fuck yourself.
Oh no, I played 5 seconds of insert copyright song here. What will I ever do?
Yeah, that's why I fucking love Kick, because they don't really care about, like, unless like you're actively providing a download link to an album, or you're just your whole fucking shtick is like just streaming copyrighted content. Like, they don't care about a few songs. I also don't play like super duper mainstream shit. Like, you're not going to hear Madonna or like Maroon 5 on there. It's mostly
Well,
like
you got to realize it's not the platform. It's the like copyright hold. It's like the big copyright holders that actually care what gets played. So once like Kick becomes a big enough platform,
this all goes away.
See it become like a legit threat. Like it's going to be over. Just like Twitch. Twitch used to not have the DMCA problem. That used to be like a YouTube thing exclusively. But eventually, Twitch, they found out about Twitch. They realized that Twitch was a threat to their copyright and ended up cracking down on it.
Yeah, and this is sort of a case of enjoy it while it lasts, because it's not going to last that much longer. Eventually it's all going to go. This is going to go away, but yeah, and we have to go back to royalty-free shitty music again.
Hey man, Kevin MacLeod has bangers, okay?
Oh,
Sneaky snitch.
Who's Sneaky Snitch?
It's
You
one
don't
of
you don't know that song?
I don't know.
Copyright free music.
I probably would know it as soon as I heard the first few notes, but I don't. I don't know actually.
worst comes to worst, we all can fucking migrate over to Rumble.
Fuck that.
Oh God.
I'm like, like I have my YouTube channel mirrored to Rumble, but like I'm not like.
I tried and it just wouldn't.
Oh well,
Wait, you can
it
mirror
worked.
it to Rumble like automatically?
yeah. Like all my shit that usually gets uploaded to YouTube gets uploaded to Rumble, but Rumble also like it doesn't have like a format for the shorts. So my fucking short videos that are in the YouTube Shorts format or in the TikTok format,
Well,
they
YouTube
just get
Shorts
uploaded.
are the worst anyway. So
No, YouTube
that
Shorts are
that
fucking
I do
fun.
not
I
shame
love.
Rumble for.
No, I fucking love shorts and I love TikTok vids. They're so much fun. I've discovered like so many new shows and content and streamers because of TikTok and shorts. So like I'm 100 like my first like 5,000 view video was because of a short and a fucking TikTok, man. It was fucking flattering. Like it actually made me go, "Oh, okay, I can get some eyeballs on here. This is fun." So I'm very thankful for like short form content like that because it's fun when you don't want to when you don't want to eat the whole full course meal. You just eat a little snack, right? Well, that's what shorts and TikTok vids are. They're just little snacks.
Sometimes it's like you find a gold bar in a trash bag. Do you take the whole trash bag or you take just the gold bar?
Yeah, you just take the fucking gold bar. Also, it's a great way to check out like internet lore videos about your favorite video game. Like I'm learning a lot about the lore on all the Dark Souls, Elden Ring, and Bloodborne fucking bosses and characters and shit because of fucking TikTok right now, and a ton
No
more
diggity
DB.
follows Just Bass on TikTok.
I
He's getting,
probably
getting
I
all of his Dark Souls information.
that actually might be the channel because I just recently, as of like last week, started like I just randomly found this fucking channel and the streaming on TikTok.
Unless it's a British teenage boy, then it's not Just Bass. But
Oh wait, are you talking about like fucking Baz, like the one
yes,
from our?
I'm talking about that guy.
Oh, ew, gross. No, not
He
him.
made like a YouTube short where it was literally the most like if you imagine like a YouTube short in your mind with like that same where it's like, all right guys, I was streaming today and I saw something really funny and it has
I
like
hate
the
those videos.
subtitles on the
That wasn't even a short. That was just a video.
Was it? I thought it was a short.
No, that was just a regular video. And by the way, you make the snack comparison, right? But I find it funny because I think a very well-known problem with snacks is that eating too many snacks can discourage you from actually having meals. And you know what? It's true.
Yo.
Sometimes there are times where you could get much more value out of like a 30-minute video essay than you would out of just like scrolling through top 5 garage moments in Family Guy, top 5 birthday cake moments in Family Guy, top 5 this in Family Guy.
Oh yeah, true. There is something to be said about the practically of there's something to be said about social media and TikTok and shorts and little short form content practically murdering the fucking attention span of like the youth of America or even the world if you want to get like grandiose about it. And you do have a total point there. Like sometimes like a full course meal is the best option. But it is nice to check stuff out within like a few minutes. So, I can learn so much and multiple times with the show. Like I just jive with it. I like it.
I think the perfect person, or the person who balances the two things perfectly, is fucking Justin Wang. For
Yeah.
some reason, Justin Wang is like perfect at making like long videos for concepts that deserve long videos, and then like doing like YouTube Shorts and TikToks for videos that are concepts that don't deserve their own 10-minute videos, and he can also like live stream and like have like he just do it anyway. Like
Yeah,
Justin Wang can just like conform to like any kind of like content preset and just make it super entertaining. I think
yeah,
he should be commended for that.
Yeah, he's totally got a mindset for it.
I guess that's the one good thing, or one of the good things that I really like about YouTube Shorts and TikTok is that like there are a lot of things that wouldn't warrant making like a long video essay about, or just like a whole like traditional length YouTube video about, that you can just like put in like little bite-sized things. It's just that I don't like the idea of it replacing YouTube, and it sort of already has.
I don't know. Well, I guess I'm not so jaded to where I think that it's gonna do that, because obviously it's if you're going to take a shot at the king, you better not miss, right? But and long form content, I feel, is always going to be the most prevalent sort of like format on YouTube itself, right? And I think shorts does definitely have its place, but it is still relatively new. Like, what is it? Just like a couple of years old?
Yeah,
I
I think
mean,
it's like 3 or 4 years old.
like TikTok and even Instagram or even Snapchat was doing like short form content for like years before YouTube really got into it. So I think in like maybe 2 or 3 more years, we'll really see how the short form, the shorts, really have affected YouTube. I think maybe it might be too early to tell at this point, but you can see some of the effects, both positive and negative, about the shorts on YouTube.
I think portrait mode fucking sucks, and we need to get on that.
Now, I'm not too big into. Are you talking about the
Aspect
phone?
ratio, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not too terribly into it, but I'll say this: TikTok has like an interesting sort of format to where, like, if you're watching a live streamer, it is kind of neat. Like, I'm watching this one dude who there are mods for Mortal Kombat 3 that give you like literally like 200 extra fucking characters, and like there's fucking blades in there, fucking Trump's in there. Like, I saw a dude beat up fucking Goro as fucking Donald Trump the other
That's
day. It was the
crazy.
funniest fucking
Oh
shit.
my
Let's
god.
go.
Yeah, there's all sorts of fucking shit. There's all sorts of crossovers and stuff. I really enjoyed that, and thanks to TikTok, I was able to find that sort of content, and I kind of enjoy like new forms of content too, like, because it does get a little boring saying the same shit. You see the webcam, you see the content, maybe you get like a nice graphic, but then times that by a billion, and that's fucking everybody. And then you get to like TikTok, and they're like, "Oh, this is up and down content. Well, let's see how you can arrange this to make it look cool." And so far, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. At least it's just me, anyway.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't think the presence of TikTok and YouTube Shorts is like a cancer that plagues the world and is like ruining
Yeah.
content forever. I just think that in the long run, or maybe not in the long run, but just like as far as we've gone, it has done quite a bit of damage.
It
Particularly
has.
it's just like the attention span shit, like how nobody wants to sit through a 10-minute video essay, let alone a whole podcast anymore.
Oh, yeah, but that's also kind of society's fault as well. I mean, really, social media is kind of the symptom of like the overall like well, it's one of the overlying problems, but really society needs to get up off its ass and get people, like, start doing its job again without going, "Wah, I want to fucking ban this," and every time they don't get their way, they just try to throw some other like weak bullshit on the fucking board. Well, Chinese spy app, huh? Yeah, didn't think about that. Okay, all right, fair. What about all these other motherfuckers? Well, really, we're just talking about TikTok. Fuck you. I hated that shit. Like, the whole the congressional hearings about TikTok was just largely a fucking sham. Because unless like you're going to go after all of them, don't go after, because for a fact that they're not going to go after fucking Facebook or Insta or fucking anything else. Like, I want to go after everyone all at the same time, because that's the only way. Because if you don't do that, my fear is, if there's, like, say, five, like 4 or 5 terrible companies, and you only take down 2 or 3 of them, well, that just leaves a fucking power vacuum that the remainders are just fucking going to gobble up. And now, instead of just like 5 terrible companies, now you have 2 terrible mega fucking companies, and now they're qualified to be, quote, too big to fail. And yeah, that's what freaks me out. I've lost sleep over that. It keeps happening over and over and over in this country. Anywho,
what can you do?
anyone else have anything else to say? We're at like the hour and 10 mark. I don't know if anyone else has anything they want to add. Because if not, we'll go ahead and bounce.
I think we
I
can
do have a
wrap up.
question. I do have a question
go
for
ahead.
Diggity.
Sure.
So when we're talking about parties and socialization, use the term coming out of your shell. And I'm just curious if you're aware of the coming out of your shell that my 4 favorite brothers, who are named after Renaissance painters, were involved in.
This is a Ninja Turtle reference, right?
Yeah, the coming out of their shells tour, that like
Shut up,
fucking
Pepper.
musical
Oh
shit,
god,
that live action musical that they did.
dude, that
Oh
was
yeah.
those fucking costumes was fucking nightmare fuel. Like, them doing the talk show circuit too. Like, like one of them made like a real inappropriate joke, and then everyone sort of like laughed, but it was real awkward.
What
It was
inappropriate
like,
jokes did they make?
all right. I'm trying to remember. I think it was on Sally Jesse Raphael. It's probably on YouTube. But one of them made like a fucking April giving him a blowjob joke,
Oh my
and like
god!
a but underwater or something like that.
Ew!
But I don't remember it. But it was very highly inappropriate for, like, a kid's icon. And then the costumes were just fucking scary as shit. It
I
wasn't like the
remember
movie costumes at all.
there was this one clip that I saw where they're doing like questions from the crowd, and this kid says, "What's so special about Splinter?" And one of the turtles says, "Well, what's so special about your dad?"
Ooh.
Damn!
I can't believe they got away with that.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen that one. God damn.
What's so special about your dad? I think it's possible that
Emotional
he.
damage.
The dad. Well, then you wouldn't get it. So shut up.
My dad's a fucking ninja rat. Come on.
I think there's a chance that they were like legitimately like asking the question, like, "Oh yeah, he's our dad. He's really special. What's special about your dad? Like, you get it. He's our dad." But the way he said it, he delivered it was so bad. He said, "What's so
Did
special
he
about your
deliver
dad?"
it in what sounded like a sarcastic way? He was like, "What
Yeah.
about you? What's so special about your dad, huh?"
Well, the
buddy?
clip that I saw like cuts off immediately after he says that, so I don't get to see the reaction and the reaction to the reaction. But I just thought that was a really funny thing that happened.
Pal, what's so special about your fucking dad, bitch?
It's like, bro, did you have a
The kid was
couple
like
of
5
drinks?
too.
It's like, bro, did you have a couple of fucking drinks, before you got on the show here? I was like, what's so special about your dad, huh? Huh?
It
Fuck
must be
you.
a really weird experience, because like the whole thing is they're like, obviously they don't break character, and I feel like most parents, when they took their kids to see that shit, they're very much like, yeah, these are the real life Ninja Turtles. And
Oh, yeah. And
I
then
just
later
wonder
on,
like what it's like as a kid to just like meet the real, like what you believe are like legitimately the real life Ninja Turtles.
it's like, he was like, yeah, I met Leonardo. He was like, talk to my mom. It was great. She came away sad. Then later on, like when you're in therapy, you fucking brush the fucking dust off that memory. He was like, I was like, hey, Toots, how about a fucking
Leonardo
handy right
banged your
behind the fucking
mom.
dumpster?
I feel like that would be like such an awkward way to meet your icons. It's just like you see your mother giving a fucking turtle a handy behind the fucking dumpster.
Ew.
That was
Oh,
the day
yeah.
your life changed forever.
Oh yeah, like it's the old saying, never meet your heroes.
Baba O'Reilly just
And if you
starts
do,
playing.
don't bring your mom with you.
Oh god, no.
It's just like fucking like Baba O'Reilly just starts playing, just like, yep, that's me. Probably wondering how I got here.
I still fucking think that I met like one of my favorite bands. I think I met a bastard child of theirs one day. Like, cause a friend of mine wanted to go get some fucking anime, and he's been hyping up this anime shop in Houston for like fucking months. So we finally fucking went, right. And so this fucking kid was just roaming around, and he had a Social Distortion shirt on, and he looks like he's 15, 16. I go, hey dude, awesome band. He's like, hey, thanks man. And then his mom just showed up out of nowhere. It's like, oh yeah, he's just such a great band. I met Mike Nessie, the lead singer of the band, and we just hung out for a while. Like, oh yeah, it was like for a few days. Like, huh, how long ago was this? About 15 years ago. We're like, oh, okay. The kid just said, oh, like, yeah, it's my 15th birthday, mom. So, and then I looked at pictures of him when he was young, and he looked fucking dead on like that fucking kid. I was like, holy fuck, man. No fucking way.
Oh, good god.
Wild.
Yeah. All right, gamers. I think that's
Hey!
about.
That's my thing.
Okay, all right. Well, you want to go ahead and just sign us off then, motherfucker? You want to do it this week?
All right, gamers. Thank you for listening to the Moecast. Let's go around. Let's get some plugs. Let's talk about where you can find us if you are so inclined to do so. Mo Diggity. Tell
Oh,
us.
well. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you were just like calling me out there. Yes, yeah, you can find me at MSG Official YT on X.com. It still says fucking
Fucking
Twitter.com
X.
on my
Fucking
fucking
X.
shit. Fucking you suck so bad, fucking Elon. Fuck you. Yeah, on Twitter.com/MSG Official YT. Check me out over there. Fucking Moeside Gaming everywhere else on Twitter, or on TikTok, Instagram, fucking Threads, fucking everywhere. It's just Moeside Gaming all over the place. Come check me out. Kick.com/Moeside Gaming. Fucking follow me over there. I have a blast fucking streaming over there every single time. I do the Mo show a bunch. It's a constant weekly talk show I do, just not lately, because I've been playing video games, XCOM 2 and Diablo 4. I've been fucking having a blast playing those games lately, so go check me out.
All right. What about you, Demigloom?
I have a YouTube channel called Demigloom. That's DEMIGLOOM. If you don't know me, I'm a leftist trans woman, and I make videos about my opinions on things. I have a video called The Femboy Problem, where I discuss whether or not femboys are a problematic force to trans women and trans people and genderqueer people in general. I have a video talking about trans groomer panic and why it's really stupid and manipulative. And I also have a video called The Only Right Opinion on Abortion, where I describe my opinion on abortion and why it's the only right one. If you're more into a long form content, I also have a debate called They're Faking It. Insane debate on non binary people with my good friend Kathy, who is a true scum trans medicalist who believes non binary people aren't valid, and we had a great discussion. Or, other than that, I also have a podcast called Middle School GSA, where me and my non binary best friend talk about a variety of political, cultural, and social issues from a queer/trans perspective, such as us fixing the Constitution, social anxiety and its relationship with humanity in the trans and queer community, and an epic debate about neopronouns. So go look up Middle School GSA on any podcast platform, including YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, and drop a subscribe and smash the like button.
I'm very interested in hearing that the femboy. What did you say it was again?
The femboy problem.
problem.
I'm very interested in hearing that.
It's just a lot of like stupid people think femboys are like bad. People think femboys are like doing like basically like blackface but for trans women, and it's like a really dumb argument.
Yeah, it
Like
fucking really
gatekeeping
is.
gender expression.
Yeah, that's like the whole point of being like sort of like a gender nonconformist, is that you don't conform to an idea
Yeah.
of it, really. So everything basically is more or less fine. So that's not really fair to them.
Yeah.
And for the folks at home who might think all of Demigloom's hyper lib shit is lame, where can they find you, Kang?
You can now find me on Twitter at GripRipper43.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I kind of had to start over because Elon decided to
zap you from fucking orbit. So now Kang's sort of like a part of the Bin Band Club. Feels good, man.
Honestly, I'm not even mad. It was a matter of time before it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea it was gonna happen this way, but
yeah. I mean, the axe falls for us all, unfortunately.
yeah, and I guess my smugness against you getting banned was kind of not just
like real ironic. Just like a couple of weeks
oh
later.
My god, you just got banned right after you talking shit about Moe getting banned. Oh, it's beautiful. The irony.
The fucking hilarious thing is, I was joking around just like, wow, I made it 6 years without getting fucking zucked. Here I am, unironically later, getting fucking zucked. It's like, wow, it's amazing when the shoe's on the other foot, isn't it?
I just realized I've almost been on Twitter for 6 years. That's crazy.
But yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at GripRipper43.
Gorilla Grip 5000.
Well, folks.
Hey, this is my. Hey, no. Fuck you. This is my part.
You gave this to me. You gave this to me.
Oh, okay. My bad. All right, go ahead.
Thank you for listening to the Moecast, folks. I hope you all enjoyed the show. For the show, folks. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week for more Moecast shenanigans. Goodbye.
Feels so dirty.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
Any other guy, and I just wanna tell you